Man, what's going on, man? What's going on? What's going on, man? Just checking with you guys on. Man, just getting on this. Um, man, there's a lot of things going on, man. There was an interesting story about our man Jerry, Jerry Jones, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys. Was I think they had a video. He was at a wedding. Well, he did a video message at a wedding, talking about that to the bride that your husband right now is with a black woman right now. You know what I'm saying? So you should be aware of that. He tried to make it like a fun. Let me tell you something, dude. You're like beyond 80, 70, 60 plus, and you lived in a segregation, racially um, influenced society at that time. Whatever type of joke is that do involve like black people or shit like that, or other races, non-whites type of shit, it's just racist, man. There's nothing to it. It's nothing. Just it's plain simple racism. I know right now I kind of know he's in the heat right now because I think the NFL they sent basically a shut the fuck up letter to him about that lawsuit he's trying to do right now. So I think everybody's getting kind of tired of his shit right now, black and white. But yeah, that was like this little thing they got. I'll probably put the link on the bottom and shit like that. There's actually one important. They having a big fight in New York right now. It's called East Rumpa, New York. Actually, it's like a suburb of New York City, and it's real interesting, man. 'Cause I know in my last video I talked about the homeschooling and how a lot of black parents are getting a lot of pushback, for their choice of pulling their children out of the public schools and just teaching themselves. Well, there's a deal going in. They got this the Orthodox Jews, ultra Orthodox Jews, and there's like 50,000 in the city of Rompa, New York, but one of the school districts called East Rompa um, School District is majority black and Latino and Hispanic. It's like 90%. And the Jews, they go to private schools. 27,000 of their children go to private schools. So they're not even really in the public schools. But the thing about the school board, what I'm saying, the school board is what, say private, like if you're a privatization, that means you're not under a school board. You're not really under elected. You're not under an elected government body because it's privately owned. It's like an own institution. Um, so in that case, you got a huge fight, man, because the school board is majority of the Jews, and and with their, the majority of their kids go to private schools. Like a very slim chance. I think maybe less than 10% go to public schools. Maybe less than that. So you looking at a racial and cultural um, disparity right there. Because they what they're basically doing, they're favored. What they're saying, they're cutting a lot of budget off the public school. Like there's this school like East Rumpus School. They're slashing that school budget so much that to the point it might shut down. They might shut down the entire school district. Um, so they're right now there's a lawsuit for there's an election. I think an election fraud, and also it's like it's almost like lobbying. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm so against lobbying. But you have a lot of the Jews that basically took control of the school board, and they took some of the money funded from the black and some of the Latino neighborhoods and communities, and they're putting it into the Jewish community. And they're also doing the same thing with the public school, and they're funneling it into the privatization schools that they got their children in. So that's a big thing. I know a lot of people talk about, well, Jews is look, man, Jew is a religious, man. That's not no racial. I know everybody talk about Semitism and all that. Semitic is half. So if you're looking at a Jewish boy, then you want to look like, well, what are you then? You know what I'm saying? Because Jews is not a race. It's a religion. That means I could say, yeah, I'm Jew. You know what I'm saying? I could say I'm Jew. Are you gonna believe me? Well, in this day and age, probably not. Even though the original Jews were based in my color, but that's a whole different story. I just want, like I said, it's clear racism going, because a lot of the Jews you see today is pretty much like white, European white, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. And they kind of basically took control of this school district. So a lot of people was kind of like wondering what's going on. Actually, I think this is an attack on a lot of blacks in the education realm, because you have Cheyney University out there in Philadelphia, near PA near Philadelphia. It actually was the first black college to be established. It's 180 years old. All right, it was established like 1950 something. All right, so it goes back a long time. I think it's older than that. I think it's like 1830 something, 1836 or 1838. But it's between 1830 and 1850. Right now they having problems going on with their school, and they have mismanagement, people that's not taking care of financial responsibilities and stuff, and now they might be forced to shut down the school and stuff like that. The school might end up losing their endowment program, their endowment entitlement. I think it's a fucking huge blow, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when you think about it, I tell this a lot of people all the time. You know, black people, our schools are very fucking important. More important today than back then, because that is actually what you could claim as yours. We're in a country that we don't really have nothing of ownership, nothing to say this is solely ours. And to me, it shocked the shit out of me, because this is one of the fucking schools that started the black fucking colleges. You know what I'm saying? For black people to get higher education and stuff like that, to be shut down for some fucking people that don't know what they're doing, or probably do not care. It's just fucking sickening to me. You know what I'm saying? Sickening to death to me. So definitely I take a big blow to this, and I take it kind of hard. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna leave these comments to the below. Check it out. We could chop up some more game. But yeah, man, just shoot me down a comment, let me know what you know. We can keep chopping this up. All right, one.